Focus now, and this is where it gets interesting. Elon Musk, who has just stepped down from Dodge, he has now slammed Trump's spending bill, calling it as pork-filled, disgusting abomination. White House, meanwhile, has responded to Elon Musk and has threatened to oust Republicans who he believes betrayed the American people. Now, this marks a shift from his previous support of Trump as he criticizes a recent spending bill. As the Tesla chief, Elon Musk blasted President Trump's big, beautiful bill of tax breaks and spending cuts as a disgusting abomination. On a series of posts on X, where the criticism came days after, the president gave him a celebratory Oval Office farewell that marked the end of his work for the administration, where he spearheaded Dodge, which is Department of Government Efficiency. Now, is there exactly when it comes to a shift, when it comes to Donald Trump and Elon Musk relationship? Because Elon Musk, being one of the highest sponsors as far as Donald Trump's election campaign is concerned, but he now seems to be blasting President Trump's what he had labeled as a big, beautiful bill of tax breaks and spending cuts as a disgusting abomination. And it seems, as far as Elon Musk is now concerned, testing the limits of his political influence, as he seems to be targeting the centerpiece of Republicans' legislative agenda. Srinjoy is with us right now. Srinjoy, how do we understand this very significant shift as far as Elon Musk is concerned?
Elon Musk is ideologically a tax cutter. He believes in cutting spending. And when you cut spending, there is money left over that can be used for other investments. That's how his view of the world is. So naturally, if there is what he calls, or the Americans call, pork barrel expenditure, which means throwaway expenditures or subsidies of some kind, then he is likely to get upset. So Elon Musk is not the first person who has been critical of Trump. He will not be the last person. Even yesterday, you saw Brian Schmidt, an astrophysicist and Nobel Prize winner, who has criticized Trump for the actions he has taken against Harvard, because Schmidt is a Harvard graduate and then a Nobel winner. He believes that if you take action against Harvard, then numbers of Nobel laureates from Harvard, which is the highest, will come down. But Musk's criticism is very important to note, because Musk actually has enormous finances behind him, and he can use the money against Trump's candidates in races.
So I'm just going to quickly read out from that post that he has made, and this seems to be a marked shift as far as his stance in support for Donald Trump and his administration is concerned, because last week he was part of the administration. Now that he's not, he goes on to say, and I quote, I'm just going to put out exactly what Elon Musk has said. I am sorry, but I can't just stand it anymore. This is massive, outrageous, pork-filled Congressional spending bill is a disgusting abomination. Shame on those who voted for it. You know you did wrong. You know it. And this legislation, which has passed the House, is currently under debate in the Senate, would curtail subsidies that actually benefit Tesla, Musk, Electric, when we talk about the automaker. Now, speaking of the United States, it seems that the country will now double its tariffs on imported steel and aluminum starting Wednesday, according to the White House, as it published an order that was signed by President Donald Trump. And this was in the coming as far as when it comes to negotiations, Srinjoy, that the U.S. has been holding with multiple countries, including that of China. But when it comes to these tariff hikes are now concerned, is Donald Trump back to his old trade tactics?
Well, we don't know what he will do tomorrow. But on the basis of the doubling of tariffs on aluminum and iron and steel, two things stand out. First, at this point, there is no domestic equivalent of the import, which means that if you import at a higher cost, there is no firm in America that can replace that amount of aluminum and iron and steel that you're importing, which it means that the cost of imports will be higher. So who will lose as a result? Well, aluminium and iron and steel, there are two industries that depend on aluminium and iron and steel most. They are as follows: civil aviation and defense. Now, if civil aviation and defense are to use aluminium that is more expensive, they will pass on the costs to the people they sell their material to, which is the US Armed Forces, and of course people like Boeing and Lockheed Martin, and of course others. Now this is going to hurt all the people on the ground, because the cost of an aeroplane will go up, the cost of defense equipment will go up. This is a problem that higher tariffs on aluminium and iron.
Well, it seems as far as when it comes to these tariff hikes are concerned, it has been withheld from certain countries when it comes to these negotiations or talks that are continuing with the US. But Donald Trump administration from today onwards has decided to hike steel and aluminium tariffs to 50% from 25%, and it could severely also impact when it comes to India's engineering goods and shipments as well. Srinjoy, for the moment, thank you very much for joining in.